The Law That Changed Women's Rights, a Kirralie Smith investigation. Episode 10. The Question Parliament Never Finished. More than a decade had passed since the 2013 amendments. Governments had changed, court cases have come and gone, policies had evolved, arguments had intensified. Yet one question remains remarkably unresolved. Not because nobody asked it, but because nobody has successfully answered it. Australia continues debating the consequences because Australia is still debating the foundation. This closing episode, examines the unresolved question at the heart of the Kirralie Smith controversy. Did the 2013 Gillard Amendments create a legal framework that Parliament itself never fully reconciled? Every episode in this investigation, viewers, has followed the same path. The legislation, the sporting consequences, the eligibility disputes, the public campaigns, the legal complaints, the courtroom battles, and the growing uncertainty surrounding women's rights. And each controversy appears different, yet they all return to the same origin point. The 2013 Gillard government decision to extend legal protection to gender identity while retaining existing sex-based protections. Supporters viewed this reform as an expansion of equality. Critics argue it introduced competing principles into the same legal architecture. And the practical challenge emerged when both protections sought authority over the same spaces: women's sport, female facilities, sex-based services, public language, institutional policy. The deeper issue is not whether either group deserves dignity. Most Australians accept that principle. The unresolved issue is governance. When biological sex and gender identity point toward different outcomes, which principle governs? Parliament never produced a universally accepted answer. Institutions developed their own answers. Sporting bodies developed theirs. Courts interpreted legislation as disputes emerged. Activists advanced competing visions. Citizens increasingly found themselves choosing sides. And Kirralie Smith became nationally significant because her case exposed the conflict in full public view at her expense. The controversy was never only about one athlete, one football code, one complaint, or one court proceeding. It became a national examination of whether the law itself contained unresolved contradictions. And the question remains, and Australia is still debating the answer. The greatest controversy surrounding the 2013 Gillard government amendments may not be what Parliament changed. It may be what Parliament never fully settled after the change was made. And this is my series conclusion. The Kirralie Smith story is ultimately the story of what happens when legislation leaves fundamental questions unanswered and ordinary citizens become the people who live with the consequences of political reform.